Alright guys, so these are the Samsung deals video where I've listed all of the Samsung deals available on both of these platforms, that's Amazon and Flipkart. I'm gonna say you whether these are good deals or not, or these are the same exact prices that was available earlier or before. So these are all of the phones that is offered on these platforms in the deals list, and some of them, aren't offered in this list. So we're gonna talk about that also, but later on. First we're gonna talk about the deals that is available and the ones that you should be buying and the ones that you should be avoiding. Like here's the phones names list. Here's the checkbox. The tick mark means that you should be getting this, it's a good deal, and the cross means not, you shouldn't be buying this. And also I've mentioned the platforms from where you could be buying these, and these are the sale pricings that's officially revealed by these platforms. Nothing expected pricing here anymore, and these are the lowest pricings of these particular phones before, so you can just see and match whether these deals are actual deals or not. So let's get started, shall we? So first we're going to talk about the Samsung budget series phones. That's a M05 or basically the F05. Both are the same thing, sold on different platforms with different names. So yeah, we have the Samsung M05 464GB variant to be available on Amazon, and the sale price is around 6,249. And the lowest pricing was also 6,249. Also for the Samsung F05 to be sold on Flipkart for the same 464GB, which is also going to be available around 6,249 rupees. But yeah, based on the lowest pricing research, it was available at 6,240 rupees, so 9 rupees more expensive in the sale price. But again, nothing big of a deal. Then we have the Samsung F06 for the 4128GB variant, and the question mark here resembles, I'm not entirely sure about the variant of this one to be priced for this price, but after clicking the picture on the Flipkart banner, it is showing this, so I'm gonna consider this. And for the Samsung M06 to be sold on Amazon, it is 464GB variant, and both are to be priced around the same, that's 7,499 rupees. Now you guys must have wondered, where do I get this accurate pricing of last year's phones? Well, I use this awesome tool called BuyHatKit, which you can download from the link in the description section below, or you can even download and install it from the Chrome Web Store. After that, open the platform whichever you want to buy a product from and search for the product. And then the first option you get to see is this compare option, where you get to see the same product's pricing in different platforms, which will help you to compare the product and buy the product at its best available price. Also in the sidebar you can see the price history of the particular product, where you can see last 1 year's detailed pricing of the particular product. Like what was the highest price of the product, which was the lowest price of the product, which is the average pricing going for that particular product. And also you can see last year's BBD sales price. And also with the help of this price graph, you can truly check whether the particular product is truly in a discount or it's a fake discount. And also you can set the price alert for the particular product, like it will automatically notify you if the product is available again for its cheapest price. Also you can set the desired pricing for the particular product, and it will again automatically notify you once the product hits that pricing. You can also use the auto coupon feature during the checkout, where it will automatically apply multiple free coupons, and that will help you to get the product at even cheaper price. And on the same side, but you can get to see the product lookalike, where you can easily find similar products related to your product. And also you get the spend lens option, which shows the total spending in the platform and also the number of products you have ordered till date, as you can see here mine. And you could also use the BuyHatKit extension, as it's gonna be a very useful thing, especially during these Flipkart BBD or Amazon GIF sales. So make sure to download this, all the links are in the description section below, and thank you BuyHatKit. And the Samsung F06 was available earlier at around 9,000 rupees and the F06 around 8,795 rupees. So yeah, in both cases the pricing is lower, but yeah, if you're getting 128GB variant, then obviously that will be better than the F06 available on Amazon. All of these phones I'm gonna give a cross and across. The simple reason being here that I won't recommend anybody to be buying any Samsung budget phone. Like these are ultra budget phones from Samsung, and I don't recommend anybody to buy this. Simple reason being, these phones obviously first of all has very low RAM and storage variants, so you will face like hanging issues or lagging issues from like day one. And also the one way available on these phones isn't the same that is available on some of these other Samsung phones. So obviously after purchasing any of these phones, you will regret it because of the performance that you will get from these phones, and also obviously some of the storage variants. Then we get the Samsung M16 for the 4128GB variant on Amazon sales, that is to be priced around 10,499 rupees, and the lowest price that was available for this one was around 10,749. So not that big of a deal, but yeah, it's available cheaper, so it's a deal price. And also for the Samsung F16 to be available on Flipkart for the 4128GB variant, it is to be priced around 10,749 rupees, but again this isn't a deal price because the lowest price was also around this. So yeah, this price was available earlier before, so it is nothing of a special pricing. This series is obviously better than the F06 or M06, all of these series. So if you have a really tight budget and couldn't extend your budget anymore and want especially a Samsung phone, then at least try to purchase this M16 or F16 series. And obviously I would also recommend you to not to get this 4GB RAM version. If possible, extend your budget to around 12,000 rupees to get the 6 128GB version. That will help you to get even more smoother performance, as 4GB of RAM in 2024 is very less. And among these two, the Samsung M16 is the one to get. My ink ran out. The simple reason being the Samsung F16 is available a bit more than the Samsung M16. So yeah, get that one. Both are same exact phones, nothing different. So why should you spend more? Yeah, get the M16. You get the Samsung M35 or the M36 series overall. M35 on Amazon, even the M36 is available on Amazon sale. For the M35, it's 8 128GB to be available at around 15,499. But the dot is here given because it was available earlier at around 15,000 rupees. And also the asterisk here resembles that this price is included with the bank discounts. Without the bank discounts, it will sell above 16,000 rupees, like almost around 17,000 rupees. Do keep that in mind. But still, I will recommend this one over the M36 or the F36. The M36 or the F36 is basically a downgraded version of the Samsung M35. All of these phones have exactly the same stuff, but the M36 or the F36 has lower battery, and also the display isn't a punch hole anymore, it's a drop notch. Yes, it does have like more software updates, but the processor and everything is around the same. And also you're getting 8 128GB at around 15,500 rupees if you could include the bank discounts, compared to the Samsung M36, which is available for around 6 128GB variant for around 14,000 rupees, but that's again including the bank discounts. Without the bank discounts, I think it will be available at around like 15 to 16,000 rupees. And also the Samsung F36, which at least has 8 128GB available on Flipkart, but the question mark here again resembles, I am not entirely sure. I am clicking the banner here and it is showing that 8 128GB variant, and for this price I think it's still a good one, I would say. But do not get the Samsung M36. So between the Samsung M35 and the F36, I would strongly recommend you the Samsung M35. But again, if you couldn't buy that, you can also get the F36, but do not get the M36. Then we get the Samsung A series phones. That's the A35 for the 8 128GB variant, and so is the A55, which is for the same variant, 8 128GB variant. The A35 is to be sold on Flipkart at around 18,000 rupees, which was earlier available at lowest around 20,000 rupees. So that is actually a good deal price, and also what I expected in my previous videos. And also the A55's 128GB variant is to be available at around 24,000 rupees. But again, this isn't a deal price, it was the price that was earlier available. So again, same price sold in the name of deal price. So why do this, Amazon? But yeah, still both of these phones are actually good for this pricing, whether it's a deal price or not. So you could buy this for around 18,000 rupees or this one for around 24,000 rupees if you want a Samsung phone only. But between the Samsung A35 and the M35, there isn't big of a difference. So you can also get that one. But if you want a more premium looking phone with more AI features, only then get the A35. Then we basically have these top 3 deals of these seasons. 2 of them being available on Flipkart and 1 of them being available on Amazon. That's the Samsung S24 FE's 8 128GB variant, to be available on Flipkart at around 30,000 rupees, which was previously available at around 35,000 rupees at lowest. And the Samsung S24's 8 128GB variant, now with Snapdragon 8 Gen 3, to be available on Flipkart again at around 40,000 rupees, which was previously available at around 43 to 45,000 rupees, but for the Exynos variant. And obviously we have the Samsung S24 Ultra for the 12 to 56GB variant, to be available again on Amazon at around 72,000 rupees without any extra card discounts, which was previously available around 75,000 rupees to 78,000 or 77,000 rupees. And obviously under 30,000 rupees, if you wanted to get a Samsung phone, get this one. It's a really good phone apart from the average battery life and thick bezels. So for 30,000 rupees, it's an excellent deal. And so is the same for the Samsung S24. It now comes with Snapdragon 8 Gen 3. So if you were looking for a performance phone from Samsung at around 40,000 rupees with good cameras and a compact size, then obviously get this one. And so is the same for the Samsung S24 Ultra for the 12 to 56GB variant. And for this price, obviously it's a very good deal, and so are all of these 3 obviously. But again, for all of these 3, you have to keep that in mind that the stocks will run out very fast, so be aware of that. So all of these gets a tick mark from my side. Then we get the Samsung Fold 6 for the 12 to 56GB variant, to be available on Amazon at around 1,11,000 rupees, which was previously available at around 1,20,000 rupees at lowest. And if you can afford this price, then yeah, it's a good deal. There's nothing to like explain about this anything. And also you will get the Samsung S25 Ultra's 12 1TB variant, which is showing in Flipkart after clicking the banner. I'm not entirely sure, hence the question mark, to be available at around 1,11,500 rupees, but it was available a bit cheaper earlier on, hence this red dots. But again, this price isn't also bad. You could get this, but you have to keep that in mind that it was available a bit cheaper earlier. Might ask, what about the Samsung S23 FE? As a lot of you expected this to be coming around 25,000 rupees and you had like the budget of that, but it is not showing anywhere. I did mention to you that this phone has a very little chance of coming during these sales, and that eventually happened. I think it might still has a chance of coming like when the sales actually starts, but yeah, don't expect too much of this one. What about the Samsung S25 and the S25 Plus? Well, these will be obviously available in the sales. It wouldn't get that much of a discount, but obviously since this year the Samsung S24 series is in the focus, so yeah, these I think will be in focus in next year. Hence, there is nothing of a special deal on these. Like the 128GB of the S25 might be available at around 60,000 rupees, 55 to 60,000 rupees without cards, and the S25 Plus around like 70,000 rupees without cards. And the also same thing could be said for the S24 Plus, which I think will still be coming with the Exynos version, not the Snapdragon one as it's not mentioned. And it will be available on the sales at around 48,000 rupees to 50,000 rupees. But these will be available on Flipkart, and this one probably will be available on Amazon if it comes. So which one of these are you going to buy? Do let me know. And if you like this type of format, then also do let me know in the comment section below. And also you can watch this particular video to know the difference between the Samsung S24 and the S23, or this particular video to know the best phones to be available under 30,000 rupees during this Flipkart or Amazon sales. Do watch this, and as always, till the next one, this was Rideep. See you guys.